What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we are back here, Farming Simulator 25. This is our Rags to Riches series, episode number 53. As you can see, we are at the first day of October. We are just waking up and there is a lot of work to do here on the farm. We are looking to raise about $330,000. It's still our goal, a goal that we had set in the last episode. And we did some contracts in between the last episode and this episode. Our bank account now up to $171,000. And we do have a couple of things to do. We have got to pick up this wood here. And we are going to take this to the playground to sell it. It's only going to get us a few $1,000s, but we do have to get that done. And the sawmill is out of wood, which was our goal. So we are going to move the sawmill. Let's hop into our truck here. Go ahead and lower down the flap, and we will hop back over to the John Deere. Let's see if we can't center up this wood right here on the truck. And there it is. And we would just take it down there on the John Deere, but we have some work to do with the John Deere. As you can see, the grass field that we're driving through is ready to mow. We've got our Valtra tractor in the distance, ready to start the mowing job. We also have to take some of our wool to the spinnery and to the rope maker and to our second spinnery. We're going to fill all of those up because, as you can see, we only have space over here for a couple more pallets of wool. And within a month's time, these things are going to be overflowing again. The other thing we have to do is we have to feed our sheep some more. So actually, while we're down here with our John Deere, we will go ahead and do that. We also have to remember, when we're mowing our grass today, we got to save some grass. We can't wrap it all. There we go. So these guys have some grass. The sheep on the other side of this field, they are okay on grass for now, but the two sheep pens up on the upper farm, they are going to need a little thing of grass as well. So we're going to drive up there, we'll give them some grass, and I think this tractor is going to grab the auto load trailer, and we're just going to load it up full of wool. We'll probably run around and we'll grab about six pallets from each sheep pen. That way they'll all have some room to keep storing the wool. And I don't know how much wool the spinneries and the rope maker can take. I'm really not sure, what the capacity is. We're going to have to check on that. And here is our second bale of grass. As far as other work to do on the farm, we have to harvest our cotton. We have 2 fields of cotton, and we also have to harvest our field of sugar beets that's right behind us. The foliage on top is ready to be defoliated, I guess, if that's the word, or detopped or cut. I don't know how you say it, but we got to cut the tops off of the beets. And hopefully, when we sell our silage, that will probably happen the second day of October. It's going to put us right where we need to be as far as our bank account. Now, what we do have a case harvester that we bought last month, and it's sitting over at our shop, and we do need to take that down. We fixed it up. We need to take that into town and sell it. That's going to give us a pretty good chunk of change. I'm assuming, we might have enough money to buy Mount Kimchi, or to get the processed food plant going for Mount Kimchi by the end of October. We've got a ton of lettuce at all of our greenhouses. Unfortunately, lettuce is not at a peak price or a good price for another like 3 months. So I don't think we're going to be selling it. We're just going to let it sit there and build up. So let's grab our auto load trailer. We are going to grab some wool. We'll take the wool to the spinneries and to the rope maker. We'll grab about 6 pallets, I think, from each sheep pen. And then see our harvester right over here. We have got to harvest our sugar beets. That is going to be pretty exciting. But it's also, we're pretty nervous about it because when we did our field of red beets, that was such a pain in the ass. And I don't know if we made a huge mistake in getting into beets, and especially using that harvester. It is really, it does not hold much. So it's going to take us a very, very long time, I feel like, to get this field of sugar beets done. But we're up for the challenge. You know, we made our bed and we have to lie in it. That's a saying. I think somebody famous once said that. I'm not sure who. So let's go ahead and continue to load this thing up. Got that's enough room there. Got 5,285 liters so far. Let's drive over here. We're going to grab about 6 pallets of wool from this sheep pen. And then we'll go down on the lower farm and we will do the same thing there. Grab about 6 pallets from each. And I think that's going to make enough room for the sheep here. And it's also going to give us enough wool to put into the spinneries. All right, there we go. We got enough out of that one. Got about 11,500 liters of wool here. And we'll have to check the spinneries and the rope maker to see how much room they have. I think they should have enough room for this amount of wool, and if not, we are going to have to think about either at some point down the line just buying another production chain that takes wool. I mean, who would have thought that 4 full sheep pens would produce too much wool? I mean, we have more wool than we can handle, honestly, at this point. So I thought buying the extra spinnery would help us, and hopefully it has, but not really sure. All right, there's enough room at that one. Got about 17,885 liters of wool. Let's go over here. We'll pick up about 6 pallets. Should give us about 24,000 liters here, and we'll just kind of see how much the production chains can hold. All right, taking a look at this spinnery. This spinnery can hold about 9,000 liters. This spinnery here only about 5,000 liters, so that's a total of 14,000. And then this spinnery, oh wow, this spinnery can hold 15,000, so about 29,000 liters in total of wool. So let's go ahead and back this on up. We're just going to take all of this wool. And sorry, Mr. Red Truck, we are holding you up. It's only going to take us a second. Let's just grab the rest of this wool here. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Let's head up here to the spinneries. We're going to drop off the wool and get that going, and then we'll go down to the rope maker. We will drop off wool down there. And then the second task, I mean, right off the bat, we are going to sell our case harvester, our used harvester that we bought. After we sell the harvester, we will take the wood to the playground to sell that. After we do that, we are going to get rid of the sawmill. We are going to move the sawmill up towards Mount Kimchi. I think it's just a better place to have it. Kind of get it out of the way of that lower farm. Now, if we could find another spot to put it, perhaps we could put it somewhere else. I just want to get it out of that lower farm. I'd really love to turn that lower farm into something else. And we've already kind of messed up the landscaping there. It's kind of uneven, and you know, so at the beginning of the series, we really didn't know what we were doing. All right, let's go ahead and unload right, let's get this thing in the loading area. All right, there we go. Let's see, how much can this thing hold again? This spinnery can hold about 5,000 liters. So there's 2, 4, and there. We'll just leave that one there. Good enough. All right, let's head to the other spinnery and we will fill that one up. Then we'll head down to the rope maker and we'll come back to the farm. All right, let's go ahead here and unload. This spinnery can hold about 10,000 liters, so let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, take a look here, and it looks like, yep, it's pretty full. So we've got 12,140 liters left in the trailer here. So we're gonna ride down to the rope maker and we'll just dump the rest of this stuff in the rope maker. Now the other thing is we have 2 big fields of cotton to harvest, and once we harvest the cotton, we are gonna dump all of the cotton into the 2 spinneries and the rope maker as well. So these spinneries and the rope maker, they are gonna be working double time in order to get this stuff processed and churn out their products. And hopefully it will increase the production rate of the fabric and the rope. Now what I've noticed is the rope maker doesn't produce that much rope. I mean, rope is a pretty expensive product, and I just realized I have no idea where we're going. I feel like we should have gone the other way, but we're gonna go this way to the rope maker. But yeah, the rope maker doesn't produce much rope, so we'll fill it up and we'll just let it run probably for a few months, and let's see how much rope we can get when there's cotton and wool stuffed in there. Yeah, taking a look at the rope maker, it can hold about another 14,000 liters. So we'll just take the rest of this that's on the trailer. We're gonna dump it in the rope maker, and we'll see you back at the farm. I tell you, I do like these fall mornings. October, it's a great time to be out and about. Little brisk air in the morning. It's 8:30. You can see the colors on the trees have started to change. We have the sun coming up. There is a misty fog rising as we come down in this valley. We got the water to our left, and that is causing this just beautiful scenery here in Riverbend Springs. And I tell you what, it's a good time to be alive. I'm just saying. All right, take a look at the bigger map. We're gonna cut down this little squiggly road. We'll hang a right when we get down to the next intersection, and then we should be at the rope maker. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn the loading area on. Make sure we're in there, and there it is. All of the wool is gone. And as you can see, there's no rope that has spawned. And we'll just let this thing do its thing. I'll tell you what, that was not a bad way to get to the rope maker. Let's go ahead and go back the same way. And see you back on the farm. All right, back on the farm. We have hopped into our case harvester. And what did we just hit? Oh boy. We almost just put a hole in our shed with the pipe from the harvester. Whoops. Okay. Well, let's take this thing down to the shop. Let's see who wants to buy it. We have fixed it up. It's going to be a nice harvester for somebody. And I'll tell you what, it would be kind of cool for us to keep this. I mean, we bought it cheap. It was like $125,000, which is, I mean, pretty good for this harvester. And we could use this to start doing arable crops and get into some other stuff. But honestly, I don't think we can, you know, shy away from making the profit from flipping this thing. I mean, that's going to be probably $12,000 to $15,000 we're going to make here in a good profit from this flip. So that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, here we go. Coming up to the shop. Let's go ahead and park our harvester here. And hey, look at this guy. Hey, what's up, Mr. Cool Guy? Would you like to buy my harvester? Whoa. Hey. Don't be rude now. I just want to know if you wanted to buy the harvester. Any use for it? No? Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Yes, hi. I was wondering if you would like to buy this harvester. Hello? Ma'am? No. Okay. Tell you what, people. Oh, excuse me, sir. Hi. How are you? You must be cold. I was wondering if you... Hello? Sir. I was wondering why you're wearing gloves and a coat, and that lady up there is wearing a tank top. Can you explain that, sir? Excuse me. Yes. Would you like to buy a harvester? No? Okay. I think that guy might have been like a Russian hitman or something. I mean, look at him. I think he's following that lady. You know what? I think he's gonna kill her. Oh, hey, excuse me. He's just walking around the building. My God. Look at this guy. This guy is stalking the lady. He's walking through trash cans. He's stalking this lady. Man, I think we just stumbled onto a very sinister plot here at Riverbend Springs. We have got a hired hitman. I mean, he's wearing gloves and almost like a trench coat thing. It's not that cold outside, and he is following this lady. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. And you know what? I bet you that's her husband. That's probably the guy that hired the hitman, although he kind of looks like a hitman too. Look at this guy. Part of the hitman crew here in Riverbend Springs. They're just circling around. Oh, okay. All right. Now he's leaving the area. Well, if anybody's familiar with the Riverbend Springs and you know this lady that's she looks like she just got done at the gym, or she's out. She's just getting extra steps in. She's just circling the building, getting some extra steps in. And if you guys know her and she comes up missing, it's this guy right here. I mean, that's creepy, man. He's just following her around. I don't know. I feel like we should do something. We should say something to the authorities, but you know, it's not our business. We can't get involved in it. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Hi. Would you like to buy a harvester? Hello? Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. There is a guy. He is following you. He looks real creepy. He's wearing gloves and a big heavy coat, even though it's not that cold outside. Ma'am. Oh God. Oh, hi. I mean, this is weird right here. I gotta tell you. All right, $59,503 to paint this thing. Good Lord. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's take a look at our work. Looks like we did a pretty good job painting this. Not a whole lot of flaws in it. Let's go ahead and sell it. $202,862. Thank you very much. Put it in the bank. Wow, look at our bank account. $315,000 in the bank. We are only $15,000 away from Mount Kimchi, and I gotta tell you, this is pretty exciting here. It's going to be a momentous day, or momentous month, October, here on the farm. All right, well, you know what we gotta do? We gotta drive our cool little truck to the playground, and we are gonna unload this wool, probably get about $4,000 or $5,000 from it. And I gotta tell you, this truck zips, man. This truck is just, we might get a speeding ticket here. We get up around 50 miles an hour, and that's pretty cool. All right, let's hop on the inside. Oh my God, we are flying. Oh boy, we are gonna lose control of this thing. This is pretty great. I mean, I feel like we're like in an amusement park on a ride. Let's just turn. We are driving crazy. Look at us. Wow, we're like a professional driver. Oh my God, look out. Oh geez, off-road. Okay, all right. Slow it down. Thing's a little bit harder to control than I originally anticipated. And let's stop screwing around. Let's get this wood to the playground. Oh God, we just crushed that sign. Whoops. All right, here we go. Bam, sold $5,000. We are now only $10,000 away from buying the production chain needed to complete Mount Kimchi. But the other thing we need like 2 more Napa cabbage greenhouses. And they're going to be about 30, I can't remember how much a large greenhouse costs, like $35,000. So we're going to need $70,000 for that. We're going to have silage to sell the second day in October. So that's going to bring us a nice chunk of change there. All right, coming back up here to the farm, let's park our truck right back where it was. Go ahead and turn the engine off. Let's sell the sawmill. We're gonna get $15,980 for it, and bam, it has been sold. It's gone. And you can look at how uneven this ground is, and I'm just pissed that we did that. I don't like how uneven it is. I'd really like to plow over top of this whole big area and just make it a big grass field. Eventually I'd like to get rid of those goats. That way we can just, you know, use this as one humongous grass field, but it's just going to be a grass field with a bunch of humps in it, because my dumbass didn't know what I was doing when I first started this series, and yeah, I mean, what the hell. You know what? You live and learn. Alright, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take our little truck here, and we're going to go up to Mount Kimchi. We're going to park this by Mount Kimchi, and we are going to put the sawmill up there. Now, once we get the new sawmill, we are definitely going to have to fill it up. So we'll have to start doing deadwood contracts again. We'll have to start, you know, cutting down some of our own trees and cutting them up and dragging them to the new sawmill. So let's get on up here and see what we're working with. Now I'm going to have some more greenhouses go in this area right here where we're driving through. I think what I'm going to do for the production chain for the processed foods plant, I think I'm going to put it right here in front of where this truck is parked. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and park this truck over here, like right about here. And here is a new sawmill. We can actually put it right in this little area right here. It's a pretty good little area for it. So let's go ahead and put it here. Actually, we could probably just kind of put it catty corner, like right here. Yeah, let's do this. Although, you know what, $36,000. I feel like we should save the money until after we sell our silage. We're not really going to be doing any deadwood contracts and throwing trees into this thing yet. Although we don't want to go without it because this thing churns out the wood like crazy. I mean, we could cut down some of the trees that are right here. We could just drag them over to the sawmill. Yep, there it is. $36,000 done. There is our brand new sawmill. Yep, that's a perfect spot for it. It's just up here on this upper farm, or upper farm. And look, I mean, this is a perfect candidate right here. A tree like this, we just cut it down, let it fall, just drag it over and put the whole thing into the sawmill. There are a ton of trees on our property here we could do the same thing with. All right, couple of things we have to do. First things first, We moved the sawmill. Let's get this cotton harvester up and running, and we're just going to put it in this field. We're going to hire somebody to help us to start getting all of this cotton done. And take a look, it is Jennifer. She is in the cotton harvester. She is going to be having a good time here harvesting the cotton for us in this nice big field, and then we'll send her over to the other big cotton field so that she can get that done as well. All right, here we go, mowing the grass, and this should not take us long to do. We're just going to go ahead and mow this, and we'll get over by the other sheep pens. You know, we've done it before. We know exactly what we're doing.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. A life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? What can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy.
Oh my God. Well, let me just tell you, the sugar beets have been harvested, and I gotta tell you, that was an absolute pain in the ass. It took, I don't even know how many trips it took. You know, we do one row of sugar beets, fill up the trailer, do another row, fill up the trailer, like a half a row, fill up the trailer, and then every 3 times you fill up the trailer, you got to bring it over here to this silo, and then you got to dump all the sugar beets in, and you got to go back. I mean, honestly, I hope that this turns out to be a moneymaker, these sugar beets, because it really is tedious and a long time to harvest. It is kind of fun, it's relaxing, but it's just that machine is not efficient at all. And that field's not so big, it's an average size field, so I think we might have made a mistake with sugar beets, but only time will tell. It's gonna take some time. We're gonna have to play with the sugar beets. We're gonna have to get the sugar processing plant, I think, in order to really tell the profitability of these sugar beets. As of right now, if we take a look at sugar beets in the prices, next month we can sell them for a high of $591 per 1,000 liters. We have 148,000 liters of sugar beets. That is an absolute crap ton. of sugar beets. Now, if I do the math correctly, multiplying 148 times 591 gives us about $87,500 in profit for selling the sugar beets. The problem is you're really only going to get that money a couple months out of the year or come close to it with that field. So you're going to harvest that field around this time of year, and pretty much every single harvest you're going to make about $87,500, and that's once a year. I don't know how much money we're going to make when we do get the sugar mill and we put the sugar beets in the sugar mill. How much sugar is 180 or 148,000 liters of sugar beets going to produce? I don't know. And what are those pallets of sugar going to sell for? No idea. I mean, if we take a look at sugar, $1,575 for one pallet, 1,000 liter pallet of sugar. So I don't know how many sugar beets it's going to take to make 1,000 liters of sugar. We'll have to do that calculation and see if it's worth it. But we're going to stick to our plan. We're going to keep the field of sugar beets. We are probably going to extend that field into this next field that's next to it. Honestly, though, maybe we should just keep it with this field for right now until we get the sugar processing plant. Let's see what the profitability is of the sugar beets. Is this thing running? Let's get this trailer a little bit closer here. There we go. We gotta hop in this harvester, get those sugar beets in there. Okay, well, this harvester is done. Let's go ahead and put the pipe in. And we need some gas in this tractor too. We're going to take this sugar beet harvester, or beet harvester I should say, and we are going to bring it over here to the shop, and we're going to wash this thing off. I mean, honestly, this thing has been really, really great. It's been a lot of fun to use, but let's be honest, I cannot wait to upgrade this thing. If we find out that sugar beets are profitable, we're going to want to expand our farm, and we're also going to want to get a sugar beet harvester that's the actual big boy. That's like $600,000. I don't really know if that's going to be feasible within the next year of farming here in this series, but we're going to do our best. All right, while we're here, let's back this thing up. We're going to fill up the tractor with fuel. Hopefully that's not going to cost us much. Actually, I keep forgetting the fuel is free. I mean, you got to pay for it to put it in the tank, but once it's in this tank, you're not paying for it anymore. So let's go ahead and fill up this tractor. And I think also while we're here at the shop, we'll back this up a minute. We're going to jump out and we are going to repair this Valtra. $1,661 for repairs for the tractor, $75 for the harvester. Both of those are now repaired, and we are definitely going to want to clean this Valtra tractor off. It is definitely dirty from all of the work it has done. We are done cutting our grass. We are done baling our grass. We left about 9 bales unwrapped. We put those bales in with the sheep, and then we wrapped the rest of the silage. So we do have a lot of silage bales ready to be sold. Those things are going to be sold the second day of October. So something to look forward to. Probably, you know, $40,000 in profit, between $40,000 and $50,000 in profit, I think, with all of the silage that we have. So that's going to be a pretty penny. Let's go ahead and put this away. We'll hop back in the tractor, and let's just drop this sugar beet harvester off. Gosh, I really don't know where to put it. We're going to stick it under this tree. Seems like a good place to stick it. All right, there we go. The sugar beet harvester is retired until next harvesting season. We'll probably leave the defoliator right there, and try not to run into it. Wow. And I'll tell you what, let's go ahead, let's just park the voucher here. We'll go ahead and hop into the John Deere 836 liters of sugar beets. We're going to take this over to the silo. We'll dump this in, and then we are going to be done with our trailer. We're going to take the trailer over to the shop. We're going to wash it. We're going to wash the tractor. We're going to repair both the tractor and the trailer because they are in need of repair. All right, let's go ahead and dump these in there. And then we're going to take a look at our cotton fields. We harvested all of our cotton. We ended up with 2 full cotton bales. They're 20,000 liters a piece, and that is pretty awesome. We also ended up with a partial bale, which was about 2,200 liters, so not a whole lot. What I didn't realize was we need something to transport the cotton bales. I didn't even think about that. So we'll discuss that in just a second. Let's finish washing these things off and take them to the shop. All right, washing off this John Deere too. It definitely needs it. These tractors have been working hard so far this first day in October. All right, there we go. Everything's all good there. Let's go ahead and drive these into the zone for the shop. And let's hop out and do a little repair job here. All right, pallet, fork, all this stuff. Let's just repair it. $1,742 for the tractor, $1,240 for the trailer, but that's good. Everything here is now fully repaired. Let's go ahead and drop the trailer off. Try not to hit this lettuce. And let's get this thing parked back behind the shed where it was. And oh boy, we're gonna need to get this thing in there, but I don't think we can do that without upsetting the lettuce. So we'll kind of head in the other direction here. All right, here we go. Pulling this trailer in right here. Let's go ahead and drop it off. Wow, so all of the big jobs are done. The grass is cut, the grass is baled, the bales are wrapped, the unwrapped bales are put in with the sheep. Let's go check on our cotton. I do want to show you what's doing with the cotton. Yeah, there are a lot of silage bales here, probably 2 trailer fulls worth, I would imagine. So it's going to be right around, I'm going to guess it's going to be right around $50,000. And while we're driving down here, let's take a little detour and let's take a look at this Lizard cotton baler trailer right here. Yeah, here it is. It's the 4 module from Lizard. This thing hauls 1 cotton bale at a time, which is fine because we only have 2 really, or 3 that need to be transported. So we bought this thing. I can't remember what it costs. Here we go. $26,000 is what this thing costs. So we went ahead and bought it. I mean, it's something that we're going to need. We're going to use it a lot on the farm. Now I could have gone with this little cotton wheelie grab, but honestly, for another $14,000 or $13,000, we'll just buy this. It's just easier to use. So there it is sitting there for us. And if we drive over here through this cotton field, it's all harvested, and we are left with 1 big ass cotton bale. The cotton harvester pooped this thing out, and look at this thing is massive. And you can't really pick it up with the forklift. I mean, you can try, but look, as you can see, it ain't gonna work. So I think the only other, I mean, you can kind of push it around here maybe, but definitely not ideal. We'd probably need a very, very heavy weight on the back of the tractor. So we just bought the trailer. It's just going to make things easier for us. I don't want to be driving that big ass cotton bale all around town on the front of a tractor. I mean, we're liable to kill somebody out there. You know what I mean? I think you do. So we have another one of those bales over in the other cotton field. And like I said, we have a little partial bale there as well. While I was buying the trailer, something very tempting happened. Let's have a discussion about it. Yep, I looked in the used vehicle section, and wouldn't you know it, it's this. It's a green bean harvester. And this thing is on sale 60% off. It's $195,396. I mean, that thing looks beat up. We could probably fix it up and wait until April when you can plant green beans, and we could add green beans to Mount Kimchi and make some jarred green beans. I, again, don't know anything about green beans, never done before, but this is a great deal. It's 60% off, and we have $294,000 right now, and I'm very, very tempted to buy this thing. It's going to leave us with about $100,000. So definitely was not on the plan of things we want to do. The plan was to buy the food processing plant and finish out Mount Kimchi. But this thing is really tempting. That being said, we are not going to fall for the trap. We are not going to get distracted. We are not going to buy this thing for our own personal use. We're going to have to wait 5 months before we can use it anyway, and then we have to buy a field and turn the field into green beans and plant them. So no, we're not doing it. But I tell you what we are going to do. We are going to divert for just a month or so. We are going to buy this for $195,000. And the plan is we are going to work through the month of October, and we are going to fix this thing up and restore it as much as we can. And in the month of November, we are going to sell it. This thing is probably going to get us about a $20,000 to $25,000 profit. And this is exactly what we need to propel us through the winter, so that not only we can get Mount Kimchi up and running, but we can also get the sugar mill or the Tailor Shop, whichever one we want to do. So here we go. $195,396. Bam. It is bought. Oh, here it is. Look at this thing. Let's start this thing up. This is absolutely awesome. I tell you what, maybe next month we'll be in a different position. We do have a whole crap ton of stuff to sell, and maybe we'll be in a different position. Maybe we won't want to sell this thing. Maybe we're going to want to hold on to it, and maybe we want to get into green beans. I don't know. We're going to take this back to the farm. Hopefully it fits on the barge. I didn't think about that. If it doesn't, we'll have to drive all the way around the map, but it's not like we haven't made that mistake before. So let's go ahead back to the farm. We'll take this to the shop, and we'll park it there until the month of November, where we are going to fix it up, and then we're going to take it back into town, and somebody's going to want to buy this thing. Somebody in Riverbend Springs wants to harvest green beans. I know they do. I can feel it. And I think you can too. All right, calling the ferry over. Oh man, look at this. That is super cool. All right, well, enough fantasizing about the green bean machine, which is kind of cool to say, the green bean machine. We have a little bit of work to do here in the first day of October to round out the day. As a matter of fact, let's drive through here and let's just take a big kind of overview at this cotton field. You can see it right here. It does have some damage in the middle. We're going to have to plow over that. There is our humongous cotton bale. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see this is the full cotton bale here. And then we do have a partial one over by the cotton harvester there. The whole field is done. So these two fields gave us 2 humongous bales of cotton. In total, we have 20,000 liters in each bale. The bad thing is we only have 2 of them. So we can put one in the spinnery, one in the rope maker. And I mean, that's going to have to be good enough. We are going to definitely need more cotton fields in order to fill up the spinnery and the rope maker and the second spinnery. So while wool is being produced at an alarming rate, these sheep are going absolutely crazy. Cotton, not so much. So we are definitely going to want to invest in some more fields and plant some more cotton as soon as possible. That is on the to-do list now as well. Right now we're going to scoop up the bales with our little auto load trailer, and let's get that ready It should be ready next day, so the second day of October. These bales should be ready, I'm going to say right around 11 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's go ahead and round these things up. All right, there we go. We've got one trailer full of bales that are ready. We're just going to park this here and disengage from it. Not as many bales left as I thought. We got 9 bales down here left, and there's probably 4 or 5 up at the other farm, I think. So we're probably going to have 13. So we have 1.5 trailer fulls of bales of silage, and well, I mean, it's going to have to do. So maybe not quite $50,000 in silage. All right, well, the pea harvester fits, or I'm sorry, the mean green bean machine fits on the barge. So we're going to take it back to the shop and we'll park it. And honestly, that is almost all that we have to do here for the month of October. And I say almost because there's one more thing that we have to do. We have a crap ton of contracts. And I know I had a comment recently about not doing any more contracts, that there's enough work to do on the farm. But you know what? When you have $18,000 in cultivating contracts, and then you have another $12,000 in plowing contracts to do, I mean, that's $30,000, and I'm not leaving $30,000 on the table. Sorry, I'm not doing it. So I'm not going to bore everyone with doing another time lapse here, but I am going to do the $30,000 in contracts in between episodes, and in between the first and the second day of October. I'm going to do it because it's $30,000, and why wouldn't I? I'm also going to get, maybe not this deadwood contract, but I am going to get some trees and fill up the sawmill. And I'll tell you what, we are really looking good here to go into the winter. And I do want to do one last thing before we end the episode. I just kind of want to recap some things. We have a lot of profit that is on the table right now. We could put the cotton into the spinnery and the rope maker. The other option is to sell these cotton bales. If we sell these cotton bales in November, they are going to make $80,000. We also have sugar beets to sell, 148,500 liters. That calculates out to be about $77,000 in sugar beets. When we sell those, we can sell those in November as well. Silage, we're going to sell the second day of October. It's going to be about $40,000 to $50,000. We also have the $30,000 in contracts to do. In December, we have $100,000 or more in lettuce. And we also have red beets to sell. Don't forget about our red beets. Red beets are going to sell, it's probably going to make us about $33,000, and those can be sold around December. So a lot of money to be made here. It's $366,000 of potential profit we will be making by the end of December, and that is not including the sale of this green bean machine. It's also not including the sale of fabric that would be coming up in the spring, and it's also not including the sale of goat milk. So a lot of money. This winter is going to be really, really profitable on the farm, and I am super excited about it. Actually, let's turn off the beet harvester, and let's go ahead and hop on down, and let's see how much it costs to repair this thing. $20,527,000 to repair this thing. We are going to do that in the month of November, right before we prepare to sell it. So here is the green bean machine just sitting right there. We can also make a decision in November, and what you guys can do is leave it in the comments. Do we keep the mean green bean machine, or do we fix it up and sell it? I mean, it's a good profit for us, so I'm kind of leaning towards selling it. And that really is everything that we are going to do for the first day of October. Wow, it's been a lot, and I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Thanks for watching this video. I am going to go off and do $30,000 in contracts. When we come back in the next episode, we will have the second day of October upon us. We will sell our silage. I will move into the month of November, where we will start selling things like we could sell our sugar beets. We could sell a whole bunch of stuff. There's probably going to be a bunch more contracts that I can do off camera to make some money. We'll sell the mean green bean machine. Hopefully there'll be some other things that we can flip around from the used vehicle market. I mean, this is an exciting time. Winter is coming. I think Jon Snow said that in Game of Thrones. I don't know. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you very much for the love and support on the channel. Thanks for spending your time with me, and most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. Oh, exciting times here in the series, and we are going to see you right back here in the next video.